All right, Canada at war 1939 to 1941. Now, as I've stated before, Canada and the United Kingdom are kind of like brothers, okay? The United Kingdom previously had controlled Canada. They're still part of the Commonwealth. Canada's like the United Kingdom's little brothers. So, when we have the German invasion of Poland on September 1st, 1939, Britain and France declare war. Canada's going to declare war right away, right after that event. So, September 10th, 1939, Canada is going to declare war on Germany, okay? Declare war on the Axis. This is significant for a number of reasons. Number one, this is going to be the first country from the Americas to be declaring war and to enter World War I, or World War II, excuse me. And number two, it is the first time Canada had ever declared war as an independent nation. So this is very significant for Canada. Canada is going to jump in and support their big brother, United Kingdom, right in there. Now, at this time, the Canadian Army is small. The Canadian Army is poorly equipped. So they really are not at all ready to be fighting in a war. They're simply not going to be effective initially because they don't have the resources they need to be taking on the massive war machine of Germany. Additionally, military spending is not happening at this time, and it is incredibly unpopular. We are just coming out of the Great Depression, where no one really has money. Countries are not going to be spending a lot of money on their military during this time because it's far more important to make sure you have food and a roof over your head than it is to make sure you have a well-equipped military. So this military spending is going to be incredibly unpopular, which is the main reason why the Canadian Army was poorly equipped and small. Now, we're going to get the military Munich crisis, which is going to lead to the doubling of military spending. And this is going to then double again in 1940. So Canada is going to quickly go and increase their military spending rapidly. Canada is ultimately going to train airmen from Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, Southern Rhodesia, and the United States of America. So these other Commonwealth countries, and then the United States, their neighbor to the south. They're going to be using Canadian airspace to be training before going over and fighting in the war. And Canada is going to play a huge role when it comes to that. Canadian pilots are going to be deemed the defenders of the UK during the Battle of Britain. And the Canadian pilots are going to ultimately be the reason that the Germans are going to switch from doing their day raids into night raids on civilians. And this is simply done as an attempt to kill the morale. This is why we get the British propaganda to keep calm and carry on. Just keep on going about your lives, because the German strategy, due to the effectiveness of the Canadian pilots, was to switch to a battle to go and to kill the British morale. Additionally, the Canadian Navy is going to be instrumental in protecting convoys across the Atlantic and letting the British get supplies. As I have already talked about, once you get France to fall and the rest of Europe to fall, the British are pretty much isolated. They have no supplies coming in, so the only way they can get any supplies to make sure they're going to have the materials needed to fight the war, but also the materials just needed to live, like food, it's going to have to be coming from the New World. So it's going to be coming primarily from the United States and Canada. The Canadian Navy is going to play a crucial role in making sure that German submarines do not get about and sink any convoy ships coming across. That is all for now. Questions, comments, put it down below. Otherwise, I will see you later. Good luck.